Hari Om. May wisdom in service to you and to your highest well-being flower from this tongue. May we channel freely wholesome goodness that transparently reflects the journey of our lives for the greatest benefit of all being, so that every breath that we share together here today is a wonderful investment into our next 7 generations of the bloodline that come from you, the world we create together. We had the most incredible day in La Verna, again here in the pilgrimage, going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into the mystic teachings of Saint Francis of Assisi. And the first thing that really stood out today, that's already like a complete game changer. If you can frame reality like that, you have such a more beautiful and intimate relationship with life and other people, the world around you. When we entered this territory of La Verna is a mountain in Italy where many great souls have been before us. You can look at it as going to a land, right? It's a place on a map and it's a thing, it's an object. That's how we relate, that's how we are conditioned to relate. However, we choose to relate differently. We choose to see it as a bioregion, number one, and then we choose to see it as a being, as a living being. We are inside a fractal biotemple, temples within temples within temples. It's a goddess that we are inside, Mother Earth, a unique expression of Mother Earth and how she creates us with all the other living beings that is unique to that place. And so we see it as a lover, the world around us with all the trees, the animals, the plants, the stones, the moss. And suddenly everything becomes alive and communicates with us. We always choose to do, regardless where we are in the world, if we are in degenerative cities that are really anti-life or destroying the biodiversity because they are focused on just growing GDP and making people work jobs that they don't want to, participate in a market economy that is not really in favor of our highest flourishing, but it's still through the eyes of compassion, seeing it for what it is. Regardless if we're in cities or if we're in beautiful nature like today, we always give thanks to the trees and literally plant crystals into the earth because we believe that the stones can pick up on our thoughts and amplify it. This is something we have been observing in ancient cultures, and it really works. Actually, everything can work. The whole world is a living being. So you can talk to trees, you can talk to animals, you can talk to the water, you can talk to the fire, you can talk to the sun, and everything is conscious. And because you choose to relate like that, this is your reality. And suddenly every thought is hyper amplified by the living world. This is holonic consciousness, holonic awareness. And so every offering that we do ripples across the collective and is a strong living prayer. So we gave this offering to the mountain that we are a part of, to the goddess of the mountain, La Verna. And then we walk up the way to this monastery where Saint Francis of Assisi got his stigmata, his wounds of Christ and miracle that happened. Wow. It's such a holy place. It's so profound. core teaching of today is that the road to liberation and feeling within our hearts is mighty presence, is expanded chest, expanded solar plexus, almost like a peace staff is here that is vibrating just joy and peace and presence into the world from deep within. We feel God's being here and now. And we feel we don't have to hide, we don't have to feel bad about ourselves. No, there is the great consciousness of the universe watching from within us. And the reason why we can own that like children, why we can be like, here I am, and here I am with all my joy and all my power and all my creativity, all my genius and my uniqueness. And I don't shrink from life. I show up as my total self. The reason why we can do this is honesty about what is subconsciously making us ashamed of the present moment. Think of it like this: every single person you know, and especially the family, the closest family, is part of the holy creation, is part of this profound life. And if you're a believer of Jesus, for example, your closest family members have Jesus or Christ's presence within them. And that means you don't have to really look for the suffering past the passion of Jesus Christ when you enter a church and feel empathetic for his suffering. I couldn't. I looked at the suffering of Jesus on the cross, and even though I love the teacher, I love the Master Yeshua, it was hard for me to start crying and feel the pain of how it must have been to be crucified as the Son of God. I couldn't really let my heart crack open for that. Because to really carry the cross like Jesus, we first have to start with our family members. We have to attune to them as also saintly. Imagine everyone in your life were a saint or a bodhisattva. You just chose to see them as humans with all these flaws, and they are also deviated from the truth. And this is all in your mind. If I literally look at the names of my family, and they all have names of saints, and then I suddenly tune in with their hearts, and I realize, whoa, they are so pure, and actually all of their fears are also expressions of love. So all of that comes from a indwelling love consciousness, indwelling Christ consciousness. And so we don't have to even imagine super hard how it must have been for Jesus Christ to go through all this suffering. Oh, am I still here? Yes. I got a call from my friend. We don't even have to imagine how it was for Jesus through all the suffering. We can, of course, but start with our family members. And let's close our eyes. In the church, they have this amazing ritual called the confession, which a lot of us associate with, oh, that's connected to guilt and judgment and a sense of right and wrong and what is good and true. But actually, this is a distortion. We all have a great relationship to honor and what it means to be virtuous and what it means to be not in alignment with what we can be and how to best serve life. So when we actually look at our family members, we start with our family members and we just attune to their soul and we confess to their soul. All the moments that come to our minds where we did not look deeper, we inquire deeper into how they must feel. We didn't see their gifts, we didn't see their beauty. We let them wait, we lied, we hurt our family members, we disappointed our family members, we were arrogant all the times, we made false promises, all the times we let them down, all the times we were even violent, verbally or maybe physically, all this harm, to acknowledge it and acknowledge that this was not just our family, this was Mother Mary, you know. Think of it like this: your ancestry, your grandmother, grandfather, your mother, and father is the womb out of which you come, the creator and the that made you from the perspective of nature, like your bloodline. So how would we go into a relationship with God that is transparent and fully based on innocence if we cannot apologize first to those that made us in the natural 3D physical world, that also have a spirit? Our family has, obviously, everyone in our family has a spirit, a soul that is made out of the same source consciousness that you are made from. So this is number one. Don't have to, when I pray to Mary, when I pray to Jesus, when I pray to Lord Buddha, when I pray to Krishna, when I pray to any of the great masters teachers that we have as humans on this earth, they all live inside our closest friends and family, because they are unity consciousness. They are omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient, super intelligent, super powerful. Once you're ascended master, you become one with God and you are everywhere. You're free, liberated. So the first step toward real alignment with God is by acknowledging our adharma, acknowledging our sin, acknowledging where we were not in alignment with beauty and truth and goodness, and especially with our closest loved ones. And when we can go through that, emotional release comes and we have to cry and we have to suddenly see the beauty of all of it, all of the suffering. And then our heart bursts open and we can feel all the suffering in the world, but also all the love. We become human again. We are not numbed anymore. And that's when we are in the gate of interbeing. Interbeing means we experiencing the whole world as within ourselves, and we can compassionately understand everyone as a manifestation of the same one consciousness that we are. It's late here now. I really felt inspired to share this stream of consciousness and hold my commitment of sharing every day what is most present. See how the universe suddenly plays with you once you become sincere. It is written in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, in this life or the next, a sincere person will never be apart from me. Krishna representing God or the cosmic intelligence. You will never be abandoned from the cosmic intelligence when you can be honest and sincere, and you will enjoy great progress on your path towards realization of who you really are and the power and potential that you hold when you empty yourself from false ideas and stories and really embrace the present moment as the only truth and fly like a bird freely in service to all life. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Namah Shivaya. Also nice to live stream for the first time.